Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dover for race number 13 on the season for 120 laps of action. We just came off our longest race of the year, everybody, from Charlotte. Jonathan Zorlin picked up his first win of 2018 and his first since Michigan in 2017. Chevy won a race again, their third on the year out of 12 races, so you've won 25% of the races. Good job, Dodge. Dodge has done better than that, and honestly, Ford is probably around the same, if not better, too. Now, last year here, Chris Dodd was the winner, and he was also the winner at Pocono, which is the next race. Now, with that said, Chris Dodd did not return the competition this year, so we will have new winners for this track here today and for Pocono next week. However, the 88 car is on the grid. Anyway, let's get to your starting lineup. On the front row, two Fords, Dylan Young and Mark Riggleman. In row two, we have Zach Flickinger and Joshua Osborne, your winner from Vegas. In row number three is Johnny Gardner and Alex Gray, two other winners from this season. In row four, Alex Ferranti, the new driver of the 88 this year, starts seventh with Deanna Jones to his right. And in row five is Andrew Rich and Alexander Rowe. Alexander looking for his first win since Atlanta back in 2017. Andrew Rich looking for what would be his fourth win on the season, his last win coming at the Dodge Motordrome. Deanna Jones is looking for her third win. She won her second at Dega. Gardner looking for his second. He won his first at Chicago.
Drivers, start your engine!
Command has been given. These cars are going to be peeling off pit road now. Dylan Young, who is on the pole, has not had the best string of luck as of late. He's been dropping down in standings. Last week was a bit of a rebound. He climbed back up to 14th place. Young looking to maybe get his first career victory at the Monster Mile. Meanwhile, behind him is Zach Flickinger, who looks to break the norm that he's been perceived and put in the same group as Philip Parker, James Qualls, Colin Denton. That group being that he is only a super speedway race winner. He's not going to win anywhere else. Well, he starts third today. He's got a big group of winners all around him, though. Osborne in fourth, Gardner fifth, Gray sixth, Jones eighth, Rich ninth. Who's going to win at the Monster Mile? The green flag waves, and we are underway. Dylan Young will come around off of turn four. He will lead the first lap of the race. So some three wide going on in the back of the field. As we've stated, Toyota nor Audi have won yet this season, and the caution flag is already out. So this will set up our first single file restart of the day. And it looks like it was going into turn number one. Oh, and James Shelley is smoking, and he's actually just stopped on the track now. Looks like Peter Sands has heavy damage, and Nate Rogers is on pit road. Eli Bright might have some damage. Looks like everyone will get lined up without hitting each other too bad. Is anyone coming in the pit? Yes, a few guys are coming in. Flickinger is going to lead a lot of people down. They only went a lap. Well, 2 laps. It looks like Riggleman, Quentin Moore, William Brock, Zach Rogers, they're going to stay out. This could be interesting strategy depending if the race goes green or not. Let's see. tire wear shouldn't be too big at this track. It does play a little bit of a role, but not a giant one. Let's see, Zach Rogers stayed out, so 5 drivers staying out. Flickinger's going to be the first one out. Let's take a look at what brought out the caution flag for the first time today. Alright, I'm no expert, but I don't think 4 wide works at a 1 mile track. They're 4 wide right here. Matt McIntyre on the bottom, Curtis up there. To the right of Shelley, to the left of Nate Rogers. Right here is where the contact begins. That sends Curtis down into a manual Hartnell. Now watch this. They go up and double team Nate Rogers up and over. There's Shelley making more contact. So Curtis was in this wreck. Seth Cole's right there in the middle trying to avoid, and then it looks like Eli Bright's going to go around. He's going to get a piece right there. Nate Rogers goes back end flying through the air. Seth Cole, Peter Sands both getting pieces. Wow, what a crazy crash for Dover. And then Nate Rogers is going to come back. Does he barrel roll? He almost does. That's about a one single barrel roll. And then, oh, look at the pace car is barely going to miss this. And Nate's going to land back on all fours now. What happened to the one? Oh, he blows up afterwards. And he's just going to start slowing down here. So that's what brings out the first caution of the day. Let's get you back to the live action. Getting ready to go back. Green flag race in the rear. The accident took out Nate Rogers and James Shelley. Neither of those guys have won yet this year, so nothing really to look at points-wise there. Top 5 drivers stayed out. Your leaders, Dylan Young, 2nd, Mark Riggleman, 3rd, Quentin Moore, 4th, William Brock, and 5th, Zach Rogers. Everyone behind Rogers has pit. They have 2 lap fresher tires than people in front of them. In 6th is Flickinger, 7th Gardner, 8th Ferranti, 9th Rich, and 10th TJ Hanley. So we'll see what exactly happens here on the restart. The bottom line does seem preferred, so if you can get to someone's inside, you should be able to pass them, especially with 2-lap newer tires. So not sure if these 5 will plummet a lot, but I know for a fact that none of these drivers have speedway wins, so they might get eaten up by guys like Gardner and Rich. Green flag back out in the air. Will anyone make the first move? And I'm not seeing anyone in particular making a move. Nope, single file all the way through. Now Peter Sands has had his hood removed from his race car. Now this might cause a long time of green flag racing, because as you can see, they are pretty single file. It looks like Johnny Gardner will be the first one to slide up. And him, Rich, and Alex Gray all running the high line. Even Deanna Jones, so a bunch of winners from this season are about to let themselves get eaten up by the pack. And Andrew Rich is going to dive it low hard here. Right behind rookie TJ Hanley. And we're already back double file racing. So far, so good. Top 5 staying strong. There's Austin Alves, your winner from Kansas, making a charge here. Now, even though they're in Delaware, the 16 and the 17 are done by Nesson for this race. Next time Roush says they're planning to field this scheme is for Watkins Glen. Alves takes the bye, passes by Alex Gray. It'll drop Gray down to, I believe, 11th. Or he actually came up from 12th to 11th. As we look, Zach Flickinger on the back end of Zach Rogers. This is where we're starting to see that tire wear come into play a little bit for these top 5 that stayed out. But it looks like it might have been a good strategy if everyone has to pit in the end, because Rogers was way far back, so was Brock. Moore seemed to be maybe just outside the top 10. Riggleman and Dylan Young, it didn't really matter. They could have pit. They could have been fine. But Flickinger will be the first to make it by 5th place. Restarter, Zach Rogers. So Flickinger really is in the best position right here to prove to his doubters that he can win on a track that is not a super speedway. And Dover is considered a speedway because it is a 1 mile track. Any track a mile or longer is considered a speedway, not a short track. Meanwhile, Dylan Young still holding on. Rookie Mark Riggleman right behind him. And he is getting inches closer to Dylan Young's back bumper every lap. Well, he was anyways. Let's look at the back of the field here. Let's go to Peter Sands. We believed him to probably be the one to fall off the most. And yeah, here he is running in 40th place. He has actually not lost the field. Not sure if people going side by side has affected that, but he's right here. Philip Goldberg to his outside 4 position. Let's actually see down the back straightaway. Yeah, he's actually holding his own without a hood here. He didn't get it. He didn't hit Nate Rogers that bad. That's 3 wide here though. Remember, Hartnett was in this wreck. That wreck, he like right. Is anybody in that accident making a big move forward? I don't see anyone in particular. Deanna Jones falling down to 18th place. Gardner's fallen to 15th. There's Flickinger's teammate, Diego Yepes, in 14th, putting pressure on Alexander Rowe. Michael Amato. This is technically a hometown track for the New Jersey native. He's about to make his way by Alex Gray for what would be 11th place. Andrew Rich has been passed by Austin Alves. That was for 9th place. Ferranti still runs 7th now. He's got pressure on him from TJ Hanley, who's up to 8th. So a bit of a rookie battle going on there for 7th as they're slowly catching up to Zach Rogers. Now Quentin Moore, who was in 3rd in front of William Brock, gets passed by the 21, and now you really want to get back to that bottom before you get stuck on the top. So Quentin Moore will fall down the 5th, and he will get back in line. Flickinger moves up to 4th. He's now gotten by 2 of the 5 who have stayed out as we hit lap 20. So far looking like a very good move for Flickinger, pitting from 2nd. Riggleman, who had fallen to 3rd, stayed out. That gave Flickinger a little bit of a gap between him and the next guy getting on pit road. That really seems to have maybe been the difference as of this moment. We complete lap 20, 100 to go. Now Ferranti and the others have loomed up to the back end of Zach Rogers. The 2-lap worn tires do not seem to be really affecting the 34 and the 19 just yet. Now Hanley under fire from Austin Alves, and Andrew Rich is getting pressure from Amato. Now they seem to maybe be holding up Alex Ferranti just a little bit. We know that Ferranti has shown very big aggression on the racetrack, trying to prove that he can fill Chris Dodd's shoes. Dodd, a 2-time winner last season. Had every right to return to that ride, opted not to. Ferranti came in to fill the shoes. There he is running in 7th. He's had a few other good runs and they've gone down the drain due to pit stop strategy or whatnot. He's hoping today will not be another day like that as he runs in 7th place. Now Alves looming up from behind. Flickinger is not catching up to William Brock. He's keeping up just a little bit, but he's not closing in. Riggleman is still right behind Dylan Young. 2 Ford drivers pulling away. Ford top 3 right now. It was a Ford top 4. Go to the Back at the field, Peter Sands now is showing his car's horsepower. See, Goldberg hits about 167, Sands about 164 there. You can see really slow in the corners now, about 134 miles an hour. These cars get a big boost down the straightaway. Sands now finally losing ground on Philip Goldberg. Eli Bright not making much ground either. Same goes for Hartnett. There's last week's winner, Sorlin, in 34th. Seth Cole with another disappointing day as he sits 33rd. Not what he wanted. Still looking for his first win. Is the 42. Caleb Hoffman has fallen down outside the top 20 now. John Nunn, rookie in the 9 car, running behind the 29. Deanna Jones, that's his teammate right there. There's the gap to 16th of Joshua Osborne. As Yepes, I thought, was about to make it 3 wide, but it ended up not being so. Andrew Rich under fire. Starting to fall back. It looks like he will get down in front of the 77. Gardner now making a bit of a charge. Now Austin Alves up to 7th place. This man seems to be one of the hard chargers on this run. And he will make a move for 6th place on Zach Rogers. Coming off of turn 4 here. Let's see what happens. Does he clear? He's not clear yet. Now he's clear right there on entry. And now Ferranti will get to Rogers inside, and that could start sending the 19 backwards. So Alves moves up to 6. Quentin Moore is next on the docket. Flickinger now starting to reel in the 21 of William Brock. So we are a quarter way through the race, and you can see the tires are starting to come into play now. That 2-lap difference is not huge, but it's coming into play. Now, if anybody pits before the people that stayed out, I'll tell you what, that would be a really bad idea to stay out. Now, I'm not 100 on the fuel mileage for these cars, but I think it should be somewhere around 50, maybe 40. It might be 45 to 50 laps, something like that. They should have to pit twice. Everybody should have to pit twice, no matter what. The question is if those 2-lap pressure tires under caution are going to be a benefactor or not. And for some reason I thought we had a caution out because Riggleman backed off a ton going into turn 1. That was not the case, so the tires are really kicking in here at the end of a run. And you can see it right here. Here comes Flickinger. Appears to be maybe a bit of a dead zone like we had at Auto Club, where with the last 4 laps of a run, the tires just literally, metaphorically came off the race car. Austin Alves pulled away from Ferranti. Zach Rogers has dropped out of the top 10. So Austin Alves is on the bumper of Quentin Moore. No doubt trying to maybe get by the 34 car. Flickinger kind of just sitting there behind William Brock right now. Alves close, but not just close enough. Ooh, he peaked there. These top guys could be coming to pit soon. Remember, Quentin Moore restarted 3rd. He got passed by Brock. There's Alves looking again. Dylan Young now suddenly soaring away from Mark Riggleman. Looking at our ticker, you can see there are a few gaps on the field. Looking at our current top 5, we have we have a single 2018 winner, that being the 34 of Quentin Moore. Looking at the entire top 10, we have Moore, Alves, Gray, and Rich. Rich being the only multi-race winner. Rich's team has proved that they know how to pull strategy. He's 5 seconds back now. I don't know if Dover is really a strategy track. However, we are seeing that the cars are about to hit 3 seconds for Warren Pace. So pitting early could be the difference maker. But it seems if you're right on someone, it's impossible to get a good run. And now Alves has finally gotten by Quentin Moore. Now the question is, will Alves be able to pull up closer to Flickinger, who's stuck behind William Brock? It's about 142 there. Yeah, he's a little faster. Dylan Young looking really good right now. Remember, he is one of the more consistent drivers this season without a victory. Now we're a third of the way into the race. Lap 41 here. 3 seconds off. This is like Rockingham levels of tire wear right now. Something these drivers will have to look forward to in the chase. Young still staying out. Where has the 19 fallen? Only to 12th place. That's not bad considering where he was running. Alves. Not really sure if Alves is closing up too much. Nah, he's not really closing at all. His tires have shot the bed too. Flickinger is still right on the bumper of William Brock. He's just trying to look, but the way the cars decelerate, they're lifting well before the corner. Look, they're lifting so much. Flickinger trying to make a move. He might just have to wait for these guys to pit. You can see they're lifting well before the corner. Almost about 3.5 seconds off the pace right now. And some cars are down pit road, and it includes Peter Sands. Has Zach Rogers gone down pit road yet? He hasn't. There are cars at the back end of the field who are pitting before the drivers who stayed out. That is very, very interesting. And Flickinger is actually going to come in before the top three. Alves included, Gray, Rich. These guys will most likely cycle out to be the leaders due to the amount of fall off on the racetrack. Now getting out of pit road when someone is already on the track can be difficult. Now Young, Riggleman, Brock, they're all coming in. Hanley is going to stay out. Pretty much everybody else seems to be coming down pit road. Looks like Tony Green will stay out. So Hanley will lead a lap. He'll be the first to lead a lap, other than Dylan Young. So Hanley will have the biggest, freshest rubber on the racetrack. So let's see. Hanley staying out. Now Hanley seems to be the one who's like, hey, we pitted 2 laps after these guys. Why are they just pitting now? Looking at the fuel run, appears to be more like 45 to 50 laps. This is where a caution could occur. Oh my gosh! Hanley's gonna get wrecked trying to pit! Caution's out. Oh, and Zach Rogers clobbers him. Is anyone else gonna pile in here? Tony Green's gonna pit it. Oh, Nico Tringali hit the tire wall. Oh my god. There are cars in the grass. Hanley, I think, was almost running out of gas because this car is not moving. This will change everything. Oh my god. I had a feeling it was coming. DJ Curtis is shown as the race leader. Seth Cole, Cole Deaver, the only drivers left on the lead lap, but they are letting a lot of race cars by. What is going on? Oh, Caleb Hoffman just got spun by the 42. He just pulled up right in front of Seth Cole. And Charles Jackson just nailed the pit wall. Okay then. So Deaver, Cole, and Curtis are all pitting. Joshua Osborne's got a massive hood damage. I am not positive how many cars are technically here on the lead lap. Johnny Gardner's got back end damage. Man, what the heck is going on here? Okay, there are literally a ton of cars right here on the tail end of the lead lap. And look how well this strategy was going to work. Flickinger and Alves would have been gone. It's all down the drain. And this race is most likely going to go to one of the 3 drivers that just pit. Tony Green actually has stayed out here on the cycle. I don't know if he pit already, what the case is. He is shown as the race leader. Curtis, Seth Cole, Deaver all came down pit road. They're on the lead lap. This changes everything. 3 drivers who are at the very back end of the field have a chance at a win now. Curtis won 2 races last season. Seth Cole won 3 races last season and said bad luck has not had a chance at a win. They're going to be in traffic. Now these guys right here are definitely going to the inside line. So I'm not sure what's going to happen here. No one is pitting that just pit under green. This really screws the pooch on this here. Confirmed drivers still a lap down. As you see, Osborne, Jackson are out. Qualls, Shearer, Goldberg, Hartnett, Sorlin, they're all done. And yep, there it is. Hanley, it looks like his fuel tank got ruptured when he got wrecked. Hanley's good run is gone. That's going to leave us with 35 cars on the racetrack. Hoffman also a lap down. The rest are on the tail end of the field. Now, if they could get a caution before they pit, or right after they pit, and they're on the lead lap, that could help them. But right now, this has become a 4-car race. However, because the leaders are at the back end of the field, we saw the margin was 14 seconds. These drivers up front will slowly be catching up. So I'll be back in like 10 seconds. Yep, so here's what's going down. The drivers confirmed on a lap down are going to the bottom. That being Sorlin, Hartnett, Goldberg, Qualls, and Shearer. The rest are lined up single file on the top side in front of the leaders. However, Caleb Hoffman, who is a lap down behind the leader of Tony Green, is not going to the bottom because that would unlap himself and that would not make sense, I guess. So he is staying right here. So it's down to Tony Green, who just lost at Auto Club, DJ Curtis with 2 wins last year, Seth Cole with 3 wins last year, and Cole Deaver, a rookie. Zach Flickinger 5th, Alf 6th, Dylan Young 7th, who's led a majority of the race. Riggleman 8th, Brock 9th, and Alex Gray 10th, all on different pit tire strategies. I don't know what's going to happen there, but we're back green. There's lap down cars, I think, with some damage on the bottom line, so I don't know what's going to happen here. Alexander Rose got damage in front of the leaders here, and even Johnny Gardner. Oh my god, Peter Sands is a roadblock. Tony Green is the leader. Whoa, no. If we have a quick yellow right here in the back, this could really make things a lot more interesting. And DJ Curtis is on the bottom. That's going to help him. Now, Green stayed out under that caution, so Curtis, Cole, and Deaver have the best rubber. And with that said, DJ Curtis is going to move to the race lead. Just a reminder, DJ Curtis's wins last season came on 1 mile racetracks. His first win almost came on a 1 mile racetrack, but he had the pit and Seth Cole got that win on strategy. That was at Phoenix, by the way. But DJ Curtis's other wins have come at New Hampshire, which he flat out dominated, and Springfield. So Curtis once again here, he's keeping up his 1 mile domination streak. Right now Seth Cole has gone to his inside and he's gotten by. Green and Curtis falling to the back of the slip pack here in the back of the field. Seth Cole in the lead, Cole Deaver behind him. So Seth Cole could cheese a win here, depending on how strategy and everything falls out. Flickinger is the top car at the front of the draft. As you can see, they are gaining ground because these guys are in the pack and they are going to be constantly getting past. Oh, Rose got some damage. Seth Cole's right on his bumper there, and Deaver is going to get to the inside of Seth Cole. Make the move for the pass. Now Sanford is going to try and tuck under Seth Cole. It's not going to work. Seth will get the line back. Tony Green behind Caleb Hoffman. Johnny Gardner up here with no back end is making it work. So Cole Deaver to the race lead. Deaver showed a good qualifying run last week, but they did not have the race car. Now, running in the back end of the field, these guys making this thing work. Oh no. Andrew Rich is dropping like a rock. Deaver on the bottom of this 3 wide with Mark Riggleman, who's plummeted. Mark Riggleman's fallen down to, wow, 20th place. Seth Cole getting to the inside now. They are a little bit ways ahead of Tony Green. He's got John Ott in front of him. DJ Curtis is kind of stuck on the high line behind a bunch of cars who are lapped down. Lead lap cars are down to 20 drivers, about to be 19, I think, because of John Nunn. So we are halfway through the race here at Dover. Flickinger really on the charge here, though, in 5th place. Let's go up there. It's very interesting back here, but Flickinger is actually behind Philip Goldberg. Wow, these are actually the leaders of the pack. James Qualls. Drivers who were 2 laps down are now 1 lap down. So I guess restarting on the bottom with no damage is pretty beneficiary. So Flickinger is right behind Goldberg. So they're not actually gaining a lot of ground. It's more so James Qualls at this moment. William Brock is in 6th, Whitmore 7th, Ferranti 8th, Amato 9th, and Austin Alves down to 10th. So remember, these guys up here did pit on different strategies as Cole Deaver is under fire for the lead from Seth Cole. Now we will probably not see another caution until around lap 90 when all these drivers have to come back down pit road. Voice crack. You see Tony Green a little bit back. DJ Curtis has gotten stuck in traffic. Seth Cole's using his speedway experience to get to the inside of Cole Deaver. This is for the race lead. And Seth Cole will take it. Deaver might get stuck on that high line here. So that caution really worked out well for the 42 of Seth Cole, as it seems himself, Curtis, Green, and Deaver were set on running the fuel all the way empty, making a hard charge on a green flag run. Now they sit here in traffic in the top 5. Remember, Seth Cole did get in that accident earlier today, and he did get damage. He got into the back of Eli Bright. So this is pretty magnificent right here, that Cole Deaver, who got no damage, excuse me, is running in second. See Tony Green back there still stuck behind John Arndt, is now falling down to second behind the leader. Deaver is now losing out on Seth Cole. Now, a car in front of the car, in front of Seth Cole, that being Johnny Gardner. Gardner was Cole's main rival at Texas, but they ended up pitting for tires near the end of the race. That race went to Andrew Rich. And that was a very good battle between Seth Cole and Gardner that was going on at the end of that race as they raced to be back on the lead lap. Seth Cole won that battle. He got back on the lead lap. He went to gain 2 more positions. Gardner got stuck right at the line, 1 lap down. Now here is a different scenario. Seth Cole is the leader. Gardner trying to stay on the lead lap with a damaged race car. Why am I yawning? Jesus. 50 laps to go at the start finish line, by the way, and as you can tell by the ticker, Zach Flickinger is not gaining ground. So the lap cars appear to be dirtying up the air, or it's just a case of the fact that Flickinger did not pit under that caution. Maybe that tire wear we were talking about is coming into play because Flickinger pit early. Same thing went with Alves. Here's Shearer, Hartnett. They're pulling away. These guys are lap down cars, by the way. Their pit strategy was totally different. There's James Qualls. He's gone. Qualls heads into turn 3. There's Peter Sands. That's 4 position. Qualls is at the point now where he can race up to the back half of the field and gain some spots and finish better than 31st. See, like Bright. Looks like he's got some engine problems. Well, everything's gone downhill for Mark Riggleman, who was running in second. Now he's down here in 25th. There's Curtis in 4th. Even Andrew Rich was running top 10. He's all the way back here outside top 20. There's Tony Green stuck behind John Arndt. Deaver behind Merkel. I'm not Merkel, Nunn. John Nunn in the 9. Not Tyler Merkel. Seth Cole's right on the bumper of Johnny Gardner, but he can't quite get around him. Dylan Young has fallen outside the top 10. So now Seth Cole is inching towards top 10 drivers. Trying to put them a lap down. Now the big thing to note here that Seth Cole has the advantage on is 1, he's got fresh tires. 2, he should be the last guy to pit. All these drivers laps down, pit on the green, not under caution. So the big thing that the guys right here need to happen, this is their caution scenario that lets them get back in the running to get a win. And that is this. They pit. The leaders pit. They're running around on the track. This guy here, Cole Deaver, Tony Green, DJ Curtis, when they're coming out of pit road, they come up the track, merge in front of someone, that causes an accident. That's what all these drivers fighting to stay on the lead lap need to see in order to get back on the lead lap for a caution. Because, damn, I keep yawning. So 4 wide is not going to happen again. 3 wide is a little dangerous here too, but they make it work. But 4 wide is not going to happen again because they're not restarting double file all the way through. If it had been a split divide, 21 to 21 or 20 and 20 since 2 drivers retired, we probably would have seen a caution right away. Because it's more of a chance of someone getting 3 wide and then someone making a 4 wide boneheaded move. Seth Cole has Jessica Shelton in front of him. She is 15th place. Battle for 12th there between Phillip Parker and Deanna Jones. As we see tires starting to shred again. Austin Alves 10th, Ferranti 9th, Motto 8th, Whitmore 7th, Brock 6th, Flickinger 5th. We're seeing it happen again where you're faster than the guy in front of you, but it's impossible to get the right angle to get around them. James Qualls has caught up to Peter Sands. This would be for 30th place. You see Qualls kind of took a bad angle. And it's people pitting. Alexander Rowe, Charles Sanford. On lap 80. Okay, I did not expect this. So there's Deanna Jones. Austin Alves coming down pit road. Okay, this I did not expect this. Let's go to Seth Cole. It's only lap 83. Now, it is a 40-lap run. It could give you a very big edge coming out. So perhaps drivers pitting now are like, hey, we're in the fuel window. Let's pit. We're not making any ground anyway. Because looking at the fall off, there's still another second of fall off to hit this 42 car's tires. Now, if all these guys that pit on the green pit now, no yellow comes out, they will probably gain about 3 seconds a lap. Now, they would have to run 7 laps before the 42 pit. They would gain a ton of time. Dylan Young just got passed by the 42. But Seth Cole's coming down now. It's happening again. The people who should be on the most fuel are pitting first. And it looks like Cole Deaver came down the lap beforehand. TJ Curtis just came down this time too with Seth Cole. So Green stays out. And he was the one that stayed out under the caution. Oh, and he's coming down pit road. Oh, but there's a wreck and he gets hit hard. And oh my God, there's a pileup. There's a parking lot pileup. I see Oskin, Fitzwater, Goldberg, Shelton, Gardner, Gray. Yeah, Yepes is. And Gardner hits the wall. And Tony Green's going to hit the wall too. I hate that glitch. This is literally the best over I could use though. That holds 43 cars, guys. Fucking just the race leader. Okay. I think that caution right there basically reset what happened on the second one. Let's go straight and see what happened. Yeah, Tony Green's retired. Okay, this reminds me of Charlotte. Alves' pit. These guys are on 3-second older tires. I don't know why I didn't even expect a scenario like this. Alves is gonna throw his car into the corner, and Hartnett's like, I want to pit, and boom! Body slam right up into the outside wall. Goes the 20 of Hartnett. He's smoking. He destroyed that wall. And it looks like everything starts with the 20. So who's going to be the first one to make contact with him? Because it's going to be big. There's a yellow. Oh, Flickinger just missed him. Oh, it was Ferranti that gets into him. Here comes Goldberg piling in. And here we go. Phillip Parker, Alex Gray. Oh, Dylan Young inches through. Jessica Shelton has nowhere to go to. Johnny Gardner, Fitzwater, Oskin, John Nunn. There's Green coming in, sliding. Yepes, Andrew Rich goes, excuse me, straight for the tire wall. Or does he go into pit road? He went into pit road. He saved himself. Look at that. Whoop. Yep, I'm good. Stay on the lead lap. Thank you very much. So that's what happened. Did anybody else get into this? No, because James Qualls is all the way up there, and he's like, yeah, I'm going up high, man. So that put Flickinger back in the lead, and a lot of cars back on the lead lap. Let's go to the restart, because I don't know what the hell to expect. Well, guys, you're not going to like it. You're not going to like it. I don't like it, but the race has been pretty much done, and I'm just going to make a promise to never come back to Dover, because there's literally no other good version. The only other good version I know, the pole sitter's pit stall is glitched. Comes in the pit road fine, and it holds him, then waits until he's freaking dead last. So, probably going to kick Dover off the 2019 schedule. Anyways, drivers out of the race. Rowe, Goldberg, Hartnett, Shelton, Gray, Parker, Gardner, Ferranti, Oskin, Nunn, Green, Curtis, Arndt. There are 22 cars left on the racetrack now. Everybody can make it on fuel from here. There's only 30 laps left. Seth Cole is in third. As you can see, the race is either going to come down to Flickinger, who hasn't won this season and is going to prove the norm that was set by him, cheese that win, even though he has been pretty fast all day, or it's going to go to Quentin Moore, who won at Martinsville, in which we would have a two-time rookie winner. So Seth Cole is third, Amato is fourth, Brock is fifth, Dylan Young's sixth, Hoffman's seventh, Riggleman's back up to eighth, Hagan's in ninth, Rich is back up to 10th after barely missing the pit wall. Fitzwater's got a ton of hood damage. I don't know why he's even on the track. Well, he's going to restart with hood damage. Okay, whatever. Flickinger and Quentin Moore, that's who it's down to. I don't know anymore. Excuse me. And the green flag's back out, and they're both going to go high. And yeah, that 43 car is going to be in the way. Well, here's one good thing to know. They're going to settle it by themselves because Fitzwater is, oh my god. There he goes, down pit road. Good riddance. Yep, here it is. Flickinger, Moore, and they got Kev Shearer in front of them. And there's a pretty good gap from Shearer to wherever the frick is up there. Even though they're side by side, so they're probably going to fall back. But, holy crap, I didn't realize these cars were hitting almost 180 going into the corners. That low drag package, everybody. Look at that. Freaking 176. Well, they call it the Monster Mile for a reason. You get fast. So Hartnett destroyed that freaking turn 3 wall. I think he probably hit about 135. So it's down to Flickinger and Moore. We're going to stay here. Amato has made his way up to third. Too bad he's not right behind us, guys. There's only 22 of these people on the racetrack. This race has been such a crap. So ever since we got to, well, last week was 2 cautions. That wasn't so bad. I feel like we're beginning the stretch where our races are going to go down the drain. Flickinger puts up high, and there goes Quentin Moore to the race lead. And just a reminder that the 34 is a part of a team that has 32 as a winner, 34 himself, one Martin Schultz, and the 43 is a winner. The 38 is the only one who hasn't run a race. And now they're about to get their first 2-time winner. So this team, oh man, I don't know if it's just luck for today. I mean, elsewhere it was skill. Elsewhere it was skill. Today it's kind of luck. We're going to be coming up to 23 to go. 23 laps to end my misery. Someone down pit road. Okay, that was just Fitzwater coming out of pit road because his car is destroyed. He still has hood damage. Is it a stupid repair glitch again? It's the repair glitch. That's great. They're not fixing his car. Watch. Watch. Gonna come into pit road. Motto's gone. Yep, see, they're not servicing his car. He keeps coming back in for the damage and not servicing his car. It's gonna keep happening. Honestly, what I think we're gonna see is the scenario where a car's on track, a car's coming out of pit road, and the car on track turns down, gets from the right rear quarter panel, and wrecks the guy. And that would probably work because it would bring a lot of people back on the lead lap. And is it gonna happen to Amato here? No. Fitzwater's gonna go right back down pit road. Alright, where is the 78 is back in the lead. I think he just went by. Yep, there he is. Quentin Moore's still right behind them. This race has almost taken an hour, which should not have taken an hour. But Toyota is about to get its first one of the season. And I am waiting for the 43 to LePage somebody. It's bound to happen. Someone's going to get LePage, especially if they're side by side. And then we're going to lose the rest half, the other remaining half of the field. Because they're just going to pile up on the apron. Did he retire yet? He's 8 laps down, oh my god. And Quentin Moore is stuck behind Trafico. So he is going nowhere. Yep, he's 2 cars back here. Fitzwater is not getting in my lucky spot. Is going to get by Kev Shearer, his teammate. Maybe, maybe not. All I know is we're hitting 15 to go. Now, Flickinger's running high here. What the heck is he doing that for? Okay. Not sure what that was for. Quentin Moore has 1 lap car between him and Flickinger, which could become 2 if Sanford gets past here. There's the 43 back down pit road. Great. Flickinger is on Sanford's back end. Honestly, guys, the 2019 schedule is probably going to have 22 or 24 tracks. So that would be either 14 or 12 or 14 tracks are going to have double dates next year. This year, I think I moved it up from 2 tracks to 4 or 5. Okay, let's see. The planned ones was Daytona, Dega. I added Texas. And I added Auto Club. And then we decided to add Atlanta because Atlanta was such a good race. So that's 5. I'm going to try not to have more than 4 speedway tracks at double races because that'll just clog up the schedule with speedways, and I don't want to do that. If I were to add another speedway, it would probably be Kansas or Charlotte. We have good races at both tracks. Probably Charlotte. Maybe Pocono, depending how Pocono goes. It could be Pig Stadium, you know, Pig Stadium goes really well. Maybe Michigan. Michigan's not even on the freaking schedule this season, I just realized. I just realized I did not put Michigan on the schedule. Okay. I think I know why, because I can never get a good eye-on-eye at Michigan without the cars being flat out. Auto Club I can, Michigan I can't. Darlington would probably be a good track to bring back 2 races on. Rockingham. Probably Rockingham. Rockingham gives us a good race every time. Oh, and Richmond has 2 races this year too. So that's that's 6. Maybe Homestead, because Homestead, the track I'm using for Homestead, I used for Lucas Oil, and everyone knows that the Lucas Oil race was clean, green, and had great strategy, and that was at 4x. These races be 2x pit frequency. There's that fucking 43 car again. Please LePage the leader, and he's not going to. Damn it. Seven to go. So yeah, that's some options. No, Vegas was pretty good. Vegas was pretty good this time around. I usually never get good races at Vegas. Maybe Vegas could get another race. I don't know. Nah, I mean that's another cookie cutter. Dodge Motordrome. Maybe 2 races, maybe. So you know, some of these road courses, Fleet Borefest, Puco would be good. And the thing with Puco being in New Zealand probably be, what the hell, someone's pitting. Diego Yepes just pit. Okay then, some people somehow can't make it. It's 5 laps to go, like for real. You guys had a caution come out 30 to go and you didn't pit to make it, like what the hell. That guy just pit. That was balls. Okay, there are cars that cannot make it and that are pitting. Okay, great. And knowing that it's okay, for some reason it seems the back half of the field has less fuel, and wow, Amato really goes the distance. So does that mean that I'm gonna watch the 78 and the 34 come down pit road? Not this time around. Somebody else just went down pit road. Maybe it'll go to someone who actually deserves to win, like the 24 car. No offense. Well, Flickinger's got the fastest lap on the race, and Moore's right behind them. So I guess either of these guys do deserve it. I don't know. What am I waiting for here? 2 to go. 2 to go. Waiting for an accident to happen. Do we want to have another yellow race? Yellow ending race here. Can we get it to the white flag? Maybe. And you're gonna hit the white flag. All right, cool. Cool. I don't see anyone else down pit road. Just the stupid 43 car. It's got the damage glitch. And we're going on the back straightaway. So Zach Flickinger is gonna shut up the haters. He's gonna get his first win since Talladega from 2017. Zach Flickinger is gonna win at Dover. We'll never freaking come back here again. So Quentin Moore is gonna get second. It's his best finish since his win. Okay, they're all staying out again, okay. Okay. Standings are official. Michael Amato 3rd, Hoffman 4th, Seth Cole 5th. Wow. Dylan Young 6th, Brock 7th, Riggleman 8th, Eli Bright got 9th, damn, and Andrew Rich got 10th. So, with that said, I'm out of here. Congrats to Zach Flickinger, and I'll see you at Pocono, and hopefully it's not as bad as this.